YouTube, what's going on? You got Stud Style Tarot back up in the building. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Okay, so I'm back at it again. And I said, let me just clear the table, pull a couple of decks out, try to tap into some whole other energy. Because I've been recycling a lot of decks that be on the table, you know. And I don't know, it feels like, you know, we recycling some of the same messages. So, you know, I got plenty of decks to choose from now. So I said, let me pull out some decks I haven't used here. See what message Spirit wants us to know for the collective. Now, I haven't used this deck in a while, and I don't know. I got this thing called the card trapped in the box. Let's read the card that's trapped in the box, y'all. It says, you need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. Okay? Bottom of the deck, we have, be clear about where you are putting your focus right now. Focus on your desired outcome. You have everything within to create the life of your dreams. Stop doubting yourself for once. This is your time. We've got you. Oh, messages from Spirit. Okay. So Spirit is telling somebody they need to be clear about what they're focusing on these days. And focus on their desired outcome. This could be somebody who might be hearing some messages from Spirit. You know, they might be over here focused on you right now. Watching you. Watching your glow up. And the song that was playing as I was entering the building was Georgie Porgy. Georgie Porgy pudding pie, kiss the girls and make them cry. And now we have You playing by Raheem Devon. So somebody could be crying over you, when this is somebody who's used to making other people cry. Now, that could be the reason why somebody's so focused on you, because they over here crying about the loss of you. But Spirit is telling them they need to focus on themselves right now. And quit worrying about other people. It says you have everything within to create the life of your dreams. Stop doubting yourself for once. This is your time. We've got you. So see, they need to be clear about where they are putting their focus. It's time to do the work, right? It's time for somebody to do the work. You need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. So see, somebody been over here worried about what other people got going on. And like I said, that could be you. When they need to be focusing on their life right now, getting their shit together. Stop doubting themselves for a change, right? You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past and not other people. Maybe this is somebody who was in competition with their friends, worried about what they was getting, what they was achieving, right? But now Spirit is leading and guiding this person to put the focus on them these days, being clear about their desired outcome. And collective, I think this is somebody whose desired outcome is you. That could be why the song You is playing by Raheem Devine. Y'all, let me say my prayer. Angels, ancestors, and guides, thank you so much for your covering and your protection as I channel these messages for the collective. Anybody known or unknown spirit sending any negative energy my way, return it back to the sender spirit and bind it to him 1,000-fold. So mote it be. In the Most High God's name, we pray. Ashe, Ashe. Now, Spirit had me pull out another deck here. And it's crazy because I heard Spirit tell me to grab this other deck, but Spirit was like, no, get this one right here, the one you had on the table. And at the bottom of the deck, it says, narcissistic faults. I soothe my inner pain. So see, this is somebody who may have been a little narcissistic. They really only cared about themselves, huh? Being selfish, only thinking about their needs and not the needs of other people. And at the same time, feeling like they're in competition with others. This is somebody who could have been guilty I'm hearing Spirit say, guilty of having that grass is greener syndrome. Like wanting to do better, be better, have better than the people around them. When I split the deck, we have humiliation. Somebody is being humiliated right now. This card says, I accept and embrace my body as it is. Ooh, somebody being humiliated right now, y'all. This narcissistic person could possibly have somebody talking real bad about them right now. Maybe talking about their body. Maybe this is somebody who could have been humiliated about the way they look. Made to feel like they weren't good enough. So maybe that's why they had this little competitive energy about them. Trying to be better, do better, and have better. Ooh, look at Spirit giving me all these confirmations. Did y'all hear that last one? This is probably what made this person a little narcissistic, only thinking about themselves, because they were put through a humiliation, maybe from other people around them, that made this person very insecure. Bottom of the deck, we have impatience. I am patient and I trust. So maybe this is somebody who this looks like a Scorpio energy. We got this scorpion on the card here. This is somebody who could be impatient with a transformation, because y'all know that Scorpio is the death and transformation, the death and the rebirth. And this could be somebody who is having to focus on what they want right now, which could be you, but feeling impatient because they're not getting the desired outcome. So now they're having to learn patience and to also learn trust. Trust in the process. Somebody who wants to dance with you. Again, come through, Spirit, with the confirmation. The name of the song says Dance With Me by Maxwell. Somebody who wants to dance with you again, but they're having to do the work. They're having to focus on what they desire, where they're putting their focus at. This could have been somebody worried about everybody else but themselves. Now, focusing, let's say, on you because you're their desired outcome. But in order to be with you, they got to learn how to be patient and trust the process. But right now, this is somebody who's impatient and searching for certainties. My thoughts open me up to inner and outer change. This sounds like somebody who is very logical. So this is somebody who likes to see proof, that likes to see evidence that things are lining up or matching up, let's say. Something that they can, I heard seeing is believing. My thoughts open me up to inner and outer change. So maybe now, as this person becomes more certain of their feelings for you, their thoughts are opening up. To the idea of possibly making some changes so that they can match your energy, collective. But this person is impatient with the process because this could be somebody who needed a lot of work, collective. This could have been somebody, remember, with those narcissistic faults. I'm trying to remember what that other card was that came out when I had split the deck. Do y'all remember? If you remember, put it in the comments. Bottom of the deck, it was humiliation. There it go. Thank you, Spirit. See how we almost forgot? Somebody who said now they're accepting and embracing their body as it is. Somebody who still may be a little insecure. And maybe that's why it's taking a lot longer. Wow, did y'all see that card stand up and then fall down? We have fear of judgment and criticism. Now see, we just seen the humiliation card. Somebody who could have been talked about, made to feel insecure about their body. So now this person has a fear of judgment and criticism. And we have repetitive patterns underneath that. Embrace inner and outer change. Now see, we just saw something about inner and outer change. Did we not? Because this person's thoughts are opening up. That was coming from the certainties card. I heard Spirit saying something about the seeing is believing, but now I'm hearing the proof is in the pudding. Somebody who I just heard Spirit say is like matter of factual. Like, they got to see things as a matter of fact in order to believe it. We have negative free will as the energy. My free will helps me create my well-being. But maybe this is somebody who didn't think that way. If they had negative free will, maybe this is somebody who felt like they needed other people in order for them to have their well-being. Somebody who couldn't stand alone. Wow, that's got to be a really messed up way to view yourself. Because you've had people humiliate you and make you feel insecure So it's almost like this person created this defense mechanism, right? To just only think about themselves and now be in competition with people, worried about what other people are getting and achieving, and now, using that as, I guess, a way to judge themselves as being maybe better than others or doing better than others, right? Because of that competition, which it's almost kind of given like, ego. Like the breeding grounds for a big ego. Somebody who has this competitive nature that's based on insecurity, fear of being judged, fear of judgment and criticism, which led them to repeat patterns in their life of possibly paying attention to what other people were doing. This is about the third or fourth time I've heard this word, Spirit, status quo. Somebody worried about the status quo. Y'all, take it how it resonates. This might be describing the exact person that is in your energy right now, collective. Take it how it resonates. We have that person crying over you because the song that's playing is Next Lifetime. And this could have been somebody who, because of their negative free will and these repetitive patterns, they could have lost you, collective. They could have fumbled you because they didn't know you are a blessing sent from the Most High for them to help them heal. We got at the bottom of the deck, looming agenda. And this card says, you have different ideas about love and intimacy. Sounds like it. Right, collective? This person who, now see, we got the flight plan, but the first thing that I heard Spirit say when I saw flight plan, it gave me high adrenaline. People who be in that fight or flight mode are people who have high adrenaline. This card says, sometimes things fall apart for better things to come. And see, what's crazy is this flight actually looks like wow. Okay, I was gonna say it almost looked like it had crashed, but no, the plane is landed. And this is somebody who looks like they're sitting in a dark place, a dark space. because they had different ideas about love and intimacy. If this is somebody who was super competitive, but yet very insecure, and had negative free will, maybe this is somebody who didn't think love and intimacy was important. You know, all they cared about was the status quo, getting ahead in life, achieving things. But see, maybe this person's plan for success ended. Somebody who thought they was going to win somewhere else is having a reality check right now. That instead of being worried about everybody else, and putting you on a back burner, they should have stuck with you. Storms of love comes out, y'all. And this card says, conflict is an opportunity for growth and change. This is somebody who possibly knows that y'all didn't have really good times together. They created storms of love with you. And maybe that's why you were swept away. I said they fumbled you. This card says, caught up in the romance or clearing out emotions. This could have been somebody who, again, had different views of love and intimacy. So they could have got, or they probably get caught up in romance very easy. Which is why maybe they create the storms of love with other people. Because they put love on the back burner. This is somebody who's money driven. You know, they operate out of they trying to do better. That grass is greener. Dance of souls. Be vulnerable and let your two hearts intertwine. This is somebody who, now I know I said it earlier because the song was playing on Spirit Radio. Somebody who wants to dance with you again, like they want another go round. Remember the song Dance With Me? Now the song that's playing on Spirit Radio is When We Get By D'Angelo. Somebody who feels like you guys could really make it by. You know, this little storm that you guys are going through. When we get by, we make it by. We build by for love. Wait, let me see if they give me some lyrics, y'all. I just want to see what the little hook is. We'll make it by. Yep, here we go. It says, when we get by, we'll make it by. When we get by with love. I look in your eyes. When I look in your eyes, I know what you're thinking of. And then he says, 'tis a beautiful day and you're welcome to stay. We can spend some time and catch the matinee. Sugar, you're so fine and the day is fine and we'll be fine. Oh, when we make it by and we get by with love. So see, this is somebody who feels like you guys can get through this storm of love and dance again. But see, this is somebody who could have been trying to keep you entangled with all the other lovers. This card says, establish and communicate your own boundaries. This could be somebody who sees you, spiritual birth, when I said that, sees you as having boundaries with them because they could have had you entangled. They could have had you in a triangle situation because they had different views of love and intimacy. This is somebody who could have been non-committal. And y'all know we've been talking about player in all these readings. Somebody who was a player. But somebody who could have been narcissistic. And it takes us back to that narcissist empath paradigm. You could have met somebody who was a narcissist, collective. Now, that person is swimming in these deeper waters. It says, step out of your comfort zone. Explore new depths. So this could be somebody, as they cry for you, wanting to be back with you, they are realizing that they gotta step out of their comfort zone in order to get this desired outcome with you. Bottom of the deck, love's disguise. At the bottom of the deck, this is somebody who, it says, go beyond superficial looks and see who they truly are. This is somebody in the picture wearing a mask. Maybe this is somebody who only cared about things that were superficial. Maybe this is somebody who thought everybody was wearing a mask. Go beyond superficial looks and see who they truly are. So this could have been somebody who, again, didn't get real deep because they viewed love and intimacy kind of differently. You know, they wore a mask. They were hiding their feelings. They thought everybody could have hid their feelings, with the love's disguise. You know, maybe that's that player, who, look at Spirit giving me the confirmation. that player who, when you money focus, when you in competition, when all you care about is the status quo and getting certain things in life, you know, and you put love on the back burner, you hide your feelings. You wear the disguise. And maybe this is what this person was doing, wearing the disguise, but creating this storm. You know, creating multiple storms with this repetitive patterns energy. This is somebody who fears judgment and criticism. They don't want nobody telling them that, you know, I guess they ain't shit because they ain't got no money. You know, so this made this person, you know, that go-getter that only cared about, you know, accomplishments and achievements. They didn't care about love and intimacy. But now that they fumbled you, collective, it says getting in the way of what I'm feeling. You're getting in the way of what I'm feeling. Hey, and that could be their thoughts, the way they think. You know, them being someone who cares about what other people have. You know, wanting to have more, wanting to have better, wanting to be better. Collective, this person looks like they're having a wake-up call. Because they want you back. They want to dance again with you. Ooh, okay, we got it, y'all. Fell in my lap. This card says, morning after. Up all night. Late night rendezvous. Spending the night. This could be somebody who possibly been up all night fighting with somebody. With this storms of love energy, conflict is an opportunity for growth and change. This could be somebody who's fighting with somebody right now because they want to wake up with you. They want to spend the night with you. They want a late night rendezvous with you, collective. And at the bottom of the deck, we have backtracking. I cannot make this up, y'all. Somebody who wants to backtrack to you, collective. It says regression, revisiting the past, going back on something. Somebody is going back on their word. This person who, this card says, 0 fucks. Somebody could see you in this 0 fucks energy. Disregard, unfazed and unbothered, carefree. This could be somebody that gives 0 fucks about this person that they're currently with. Because they want to come back and backtrack to you. Or this could be somebody who sees you being unfazed and unbothered and giving 0 fucks about them, wanting to come backtrack. There we go, Spirit. That's the confirmation. Did y'all hear it? They see you giving zero fucks that they want you back, collective. Bottom of the deck, this person over here tiptoeing. Somebody who's sneaking around, trying to avoid getting caught. Spirit said they over here acting shady somewhere else. And that could be one of these repetitive patterns, that they start acting shady with someone else, creating storms of love so that they can go back to be with different people. They different lovers. Collective, because this is somebody who had a different view about love and intimacy. This could be somebody who just want to have a good time. Somebody who Spirit says has some very kinky ways. They're sexually open, looking to explore. I heard Spirit say indulges in fantasies and fetishes. Y'all see that? And maybe this is somebody seeing you now as a fantasy. And they thinking about coming in trying to. Now see, I just seen a tarot reader trying to watch her language about, COCK blocking. Somebody wants to come in and block who you possibly could be having relations with. I'm doing a video, Mom.
Okay. All right.
Here I come. This is somebody who could have possibly had third-party interferences, failed sexual attempts, somebody who could possibly see you as being inaccessible. They want to know who's blocking them from being able to get access to your goodies, collective. Who got you blocking? Or who's blocking them from being able to come back in, collective? They want to know. Wow, here we go with the snack energy. Somebody seeing you now as having all this sex appeal. Somebody whose physical attraction to you is still there. And they have this irresistible desire for. Maybe this is somebody who wants to come in and put your goodies on lock. Because now they feeling this intense passion for you. Somebody who feels like you guys have chemistry. Things are heating up for this person in this fuego energy. Now see, in the Spanish culture, fuego means let's go, right? Somebody's ready to go and leave. I gotta go, I gotta leave, but please don't take your heart from me. Wait, I don't remember all the lyrics, but this is somebody who feel like they gotta go and they gotta leave from this person who they fighting with right now, because now they seeing you as a fetish. Somebody that they just have to have because they feel this insane chemistry. It says irresistible desire. They can't resist these feelings, collective. And they about to come in. But I wonder if they're still hiding with that love's disguise. They could still be repeating a pattern, collective. And it could be coming in to love bomb you. Because y'all see, we got this snake on the card. This person who has repetitive patterns because they have narcissistic faults. Somebody who could see you as their 10 of cups now. Happy life, happy wife. And they want a passionate new beginning with you in this Ace of Wands energy. Hold on, y'all. I hear that rain coming down. I got to let my dog in real quick. Hold on, y'all. All right, collective. So as we can see, somebody want a passionate new beginning with this Ace of Wands and seeing you like they happy wife, happy life. Well, happy life, happy wife. Y'all know what I meant. You know, in that 10 of cups. Now somebody know they could be happy with you. But they could still be repeating the pattern, collective, which is why it's been coming out to use your discernment, to listen to your intuition. This could be somebody who sees you having the sweetest love by Robin Thicke. And we see it right here. They looking at you like a snack. But see, here they go in this 8 of Swords energy. Stuck in a mental prison. Even though they want to be with you, collective. They're trapped in their head about the way they treated you. Because they had a different view of love and intimacy. And now that they're swimming in these deep waters of their emotions here, this is somebody who's ready to leave their current situation and come back to this twin flame energy. Because that's what this is giving. Somebody who sees you as a twin flame. Somebody that they will leave at the drop of a dime. If you just said the word, collective. If you just told this person that they could come back, they would leave whoever they're with so they can come. This is too many cards, Spirit. But look at this, y'all. You see the 2 of Cups. And you know what? In my last reading, I had said something about a 2 of Cups when I was talking about the 2 of Swords. Did y'all catch that? Somebody who sees you as their soulmate and wanting to reconcile with that 3 of Cups energy. But collective, that was too many cards for me to take. I'll be here all day. So we just got the gist of it. Somebody wants to come reconcile because 2 cups plus 3 cups is 5 cups. Somebody's feeling the sorrow and the regret of fumbling you. Now I just heard Spirit say they over here fiending in this snack energy. They fiending for you. But here we have the 2 of Swords. Now see, here we go with that 2 of Swords energy. Somebody who could be in a stalemate. Somebody who's not able to make any moves. Because remember we saw the 8 of Swords? Ooh, spiritual brother, when I said that. Somebody could be in a mental prison right now, trying to figure out how can they get back into your energy, but still being a little snakish. And I can't lie, y'all, this look like the devil's face on that flower, don't it? Somebody who could still be in devil energy because they got these. Ooh, look at Spirit. Yeah, they still in devil energy because they still got them kinky ways. This card definitely look like it's crossing, y'all. Oh, this is somebody who now feels like you are their 10 of Cups. But collective, it also landed on the repetitive patterns. This is somebody who, if you get back with them, collective, they're going to create the little storms of love, you know, and then be gone again. But Spirit said, maybe this is you that need to go on and be this fool energy and take a leap of faith in another direction. Because we see that they want a passionate new beginning with you, but you know that this is still a snake. Your intuition is telling you this. They still need to work on themselves. If they have this negative free will, I mean, this is somebody who's got negative energy. Wow, we got the 10 of Pentacles to the 10 of Cups, y'all. This is happy ever after. Somebody seeing you. Did y'all hear that confirmation? Somebody seeing you as happy ever after. Hangman at the bottom of the deck. Somebody who could be stuck in Hangman because they need to make a sacrifice. And maybe they're not making it. You know, we did see this person repeating patterns. You know, maybe they got to give up this status quo mentality and come out of their comfort zone, which is what we've seen here. Step out of your comfort zone, explore new depths. But maybe this is someone who's scared to do that. Still afraid to show their true feelings with the love's disguise at the bottom of the deck. Even though they feeling all this passion for you. Even though it's giving devil energy. You know, this person wearing the horns, even though it's the bunny ears, but that could also, that could be somebody, you know, with the devil horns / bunny ears. Somebody who could still be in this devil energy, figuring out how they can snake their way back into this dance with you. Somebody who you would be repeating a cycle with, but they see you as happily ever after. They're having a change in perspective, but we saw the 2 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, remember? Even though they see you as their 2 of Cups, they're in a stalemate position. They cannot move. But they're getting a change in perspective when it comes to you. This is somebody who needs to do the work on themselves. But they might be too busy focused on you instead of doing the work on themselves. This is somebody who might not be ready to make that sacrifice. They might not be ready to get away from a commitment that they could already be in, for all we know, because they could be married. But they could be over here, you know, fighting with somebody else because they want to be with you. They're still attracted to you. They still, they might be, remember we saw the card that said entangled? They might want you to be part of an entanglement. with them and this other person. Now, you see how Spirit gave me these cards, the Seven of Wands covering the Ace of Swords, covering the Temperance Angel. Come through, Holy Spirit. This person who may see you as happy ever after, you being protected from them, collective, in that Seven of Wands energy. You know, we also seen that this person may see you as being unfazed and unbothered, right? I forget what card that was that said that unfazed and unbothered. But that could be you in that energy, because you have truth and clarity when it comes to this person who's in your energy, still looking at you like a snack. This could be your guardian angel protecting you. Like double confirmation of the protection, right? You got a guardian angel protecting you. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. This Temperance angel could be you being a chosen one and maintaining your balance, you know, at this time, and keeping your guard up because you know the truth when it comes to this person. But this is somebody who is going through judgment, y'all. They're going through judgment at this time because they see you as this Two of Cups. But I just heard Spirit say their judgment is that you're going to receive a Two of Cups that's going to replace them because you put in the work. You put in the work on yourself, collective. And this is somebody who's still trying to win at all costs in this Five of Swords energy. They still want to win at all costs, which is why Spirit told you to leave this person behind. You being divinely guided in that Six of Swords. Six of Swords coming out right after the Five of Swords is 11 swords, collective. So that's justice. Justice being served. The scales are being balanced. This is somebody who, as much as they want to leave, they can't leave, collective. They're not able to make the sacrifice. They're not willing to focus on themselves. They too busy focused on you. All their attention is going to you right now because they too worried about who's loving you. Who's the new love? Who is your happy life, happy wife? Who's loving you? Who's making you happy? Because they still see you as, you know, their legacy. But unfortunately, collective, you being protected from this person. They cannot go. Two of Swords also represents access denied. This could be a person who can't see a way out of their situation with that Eight of Swords that we seen that came through, right? As bad as they may want to dance with you, and however deep they swimming in these feelings of theirs, this is somebody who can't go, collective. I'm going to roll the dice, and I'm going to close out this message, y'all, okay? Because we keep picking up the same energy. But at least we got a little more detail about this person so that y'all will know exactly who it is that's in your energy. All right, y'all. We got Sagittarius coming out for our Temperance angel, but that looks like Sagittarius in the reverse and crossing. And then we have the number 11, which looks like it's in the reverse. And then we have, this looks like the descending or south node in the reverse, which now means somebody's in their north node while somebody else is getting bad karma and having bad luck, because the 11 is the Justice card in the reverse, bad karma. And they're also not growing, not expanding, and not receiving any good luck with the Jupiter energy in the reverse, Sagittarius energy in the reverse, Temperance angel energy in the reverse and crossing. So, hey, maybe with it being in the reverse and crossing is that some changes could be happening to this person right now. But those changes just might be happening a little too late, because you've already been divinely guided to leave somebody behind until they do the work. This is somebody that Spirit said to stop doubting yourself for once. This is your time. We've got you. But maybe this is somebody who has a lot of doubt in that Two of Swords energy. Like, maybe they're seeing that your protection ain't no joke. And they haven't been able to get back into your energy. And maybe that's why the judgment is so severe. The karma is so severe for this person, because they gotta change their ways. They got to change their energy in order to be with you. And this is somebody who's still looking at you like a snack. Somebody who's still operating out of sacral energy, which is devil energy, collective. So that's the reason why Spirit said, keep going and don't look back, collective. Okay? Because there's still a snake. And they're still in this devil energy. I'm going to leave it there, collective. If you're still here, can y'all like and subscribe to the channel? Please and thank you. We're getting there slowly but surely, y'all. Let's hit 350. We can do this, star seeds, stud stars. We got this, okay? Till the next time, much love and light. Y'all be good to each other. And namaste.